Hello, welcome back everyone to the Linguisphere Academy podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sam, right here with you. So glad you're with us again.
You know, Sam, I was playing around with something last night. I was curious about this AI tool that everyone's been talking about. You know, one of those chatbots where you can just type anything and it gives you an answer?
Oh, I've been using those too. They're fascinating, aren't they? What did you ask it?
I asked it something that's been confusing me for years, the difference between affect and effect. I've looked it up so many times, but I always forget.
That's a classic confusing pair. So what did the AI say?
It gave me the clearest explanation I've ever heard. It said affect is usually a verb, meaning to influence something, and effect is usually a noun, meaning the result of something. Then it gave me examples, and then it gave me a little quiz to test myself, all in about 2 minutes.
That's amazing. When I was learning languages, I had a textbook and a cassette tape. That's it. No AI, no internet, just a tape that would sometimes get tangled.
A cassette tape, that's old school.
Very old school. But today, learners have something we never had, artificial intelligence, and it's changing everything.
Today, our topic is how to use AI to learn and practice English. We're going to show you practical, simple ways to use these tools to improve your English faster.
We'll cover chatbots, pronunciation tools, writing helpers, conversation practice, and much more. All the things you can do right now, probably for free.
By the end of this episode, you'll have a whole toolkit of AI-powered strategies to boost your English, whether you're a beginner or advanced.
As always, we'll speak clearly and keep it friendly. This is like a guide from a tech-savvy friend who's tried all this stuff out.
So, get comfortable. Let's start with the most basic question. What is AI?
AI stands for artificial intelligence. It's a fancy way of saying computer programs that can learn, reason, and respond kind of like a human would.
But here's the thing. You've probably used AI without even knowing it. When you ask Siri a question, that's AI. When Google finishes your sentence, that's AI.
When Netflix recommends a show you might like, that's AI. When your email filters out spam, that's AI. It's everywhere.
So, AI is already part of your daily life. Now we're just going to use it intentionally for English learning.
Let's start with the most popular tool, chatbots. These are AI programs you can actually talk to.
The most famous one is ChatGPT. There's also Google Bard, now called Gemini, and Claude, and many others.
You can have a full conversation with these chatbots in English. You type something and they respond instantly.
And the best part? They never get tired, they never judge you. You can make as many mistakes as you want, and they'll just help you.
So how do you actually use a chatbot for English practice? Let's get practical.
First, just have a conversation. Talk about your day, your plans, your thoughts. Treat it like a friend.
You can start with something simple. Hi, I'm learning English. Can we have a conversation about my weekend plans?
The chatbot will respond. Then you respond. Then it responds. You can keep the conversation going as long as you want.
You can also ask the chatbot to correct your mistakes. This is huge.
Just say, "Can you correct my grammar in this conversation?" Then have your conversation. The chatbot will tell you what you said wrong and give you the correct version.
You can also ask it to explain why something is wrong. Why is that incorrect? It will explain the grammar rule.
This is like having a personal tutor available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it's free.
Now let's talk about vocabulary practice. This is where AI really shines.
Ask the chatbot to give you a list of words on a topic. Give me 10 words related to business meetings.
Then ask for example sentences. Use each word in a sentence.
Then ask for a quiz. Quiz me on these words. The chatbot will test you.
You can also ask for synonyms. What's another word for happy?
Or antonyms. What's the opposite of difficult?
Or collocations, which are words that naturally go together. What words go with make? Like make a decision, make a mistake, make a plan.
All of this happens in seconds. No searching through a dictionary, no flipping through a textbook.
Now let's talk about writing practice. AI is incredibly good at this.
Write a paragraph in English, anything. Then ask the chatbot to check it.
Can you check my writing for grammar mistakes? Paste your paragraph.
The chatbot will correct your mistakes and explain why they were wrong. It will show you the correct version.
You can also ask the chatbot to make your writing better, not just correct.
Can you make this sound more natural? The chatbot will rewrite your sentence in a more natural, conversational way.
You can also ask for different levels. Can you make this simpler? I'm a beginner. Or can you make this more formal? I need it for work.
This is like having an editor who works for free and is available whenever you need them.
Now let's talk about pronunciation practice. This is a little different because it involves speaking, not typing.
Some AI tools can actually listen to your pronunciation and give you feedback. They use speech recognition.
Apps like Elsa Speak are designed specifically for this. You speak into your phone and the app analyzes your pronunciation.
It tells you which sounds you need to improve. It shows you exactly how to position your mouth and tongue.
You can practice the same word over and over until you get it right. The app keeps giving you feedback.
This is something a textbook can never do. A book can't hear you. A book can't tell you that your th sounds like duh.
So if pronunciation is a challenge for you, these AI-powered apps are worth trying.
Now let's talk about listening practice. AI can help here too.
You can ask a chatbot to read something aloud. Some AI tools have text-to-speech features.
You paste a paragraph into the tool and it reads it to you in a natural voice.
You can adjust the speed, slower for beginners, faster for more advanced learners.
You can also ask the chatbot to create listening exercises for you.
Create a short story for me to listen to, then ask me 5 questions about it.
The chatbot will generate a story, read it to you, and then ask you questions to check your understanding.
You can do this as many times as you want on any topic you like.
Now let's talk about conversation practice. This is where AI really shines.
You can have a full conversation with a chatbot about any topic you want.
Let's practice ordering food at a restaurant. The chatbot will play the role of the waiter.
Let's practice a job interview. The chatbot will ask you interview questions and you answer.
Let's practice small talk. The chatbot will chat with you like a friendly stranger at a party.
You can practice any situation you want. Airport check-in, hotel reservation, doctor's appointment, phone call with the customer service agent.
And you can do it as many times as you need. No pressure, no judgment. No one waiting for you to finish.
This builds confidence, and confidence is everything in language learning.
Now let's talk about translation. AI translators are getting very good.
But here's a tip. Don't just translate word for word. Use AI to understand the meaning of a sentence, not to translate every individual word.
And always check the translation. AI can make mistakes too. It's not perfect.
Another tip. Translate both ways. Translate from English to your language, then take that result and translate it back to English. See if it matches the original.
This can help you catch errors and understand where AI might be getting things wrong.
Now, let's talk about the limitations of AI. It's powerful, but it's not perfect.
First, AI doesn't have real emotions. It can't truly understand how you feel. It can simulate empathy, but it's not real.
Second, AI can make mistakes. Sometimes it gives wrong information. Sometimes it invents things that aren't true. This is called hallucination.
Third, AI doesn't have life experience. It can't share personal stories or real-world examples from its own life.
So use AI as a tool, not as a replacement for real human interaction.
The best learning happens when you combine AI practice with real conversations.
Practice with AI to build confidence and correct your mistakes. Then take what you've learned and use it with real people.
Because the goal of language is connection, and connection happens between humans.
Now, let's talk about prompts. A prompt is what you type into the AI to tell you what you want.
The better your prompt, the better the response. So it's worth learning how to write good prompts.
Be specific. Instead of help me with English, say, give me 5 sentences using the word however.
Give context. I'm a beginner. Please use simple words and short sentences.
Ask for what you want. Explain this like I'm 10 years old, or give me a formal version and a casual version.
You can also ask the AI to play a role. You are a waiter. I am a customer. Let's practice ordering food.
Here are some useful prompts you can try right now.
Correct my grammar. Paste your sentence.
What's the difference between say and tell?
Give me 10 idioms about time.
Write a dialogue between two friends making weekend plans.
Explain the present perfect tense with examples.
Quiz me on irregular verbs.
Act as a travel agent. I want to book a flight to London.
Rewrite this paragraph more simply. Paste paragraph.
What's the most natural way to say this? Paste sentence.
Give me feedback on my pronunciation of these words. List words.
Keep these prompts handy. They'll save you time and get you better results.
Now, let's talk about voice assistants. Siri, Google Assistant, Alexa.
These are AI too, and you probably already have one on your phone.
You can use them for daily English practice. Ask them questions in English.
What's the weather today? Set a timer for 10 minutes. What's the news? Tell me a joke.
They will respond in English. It's like having a very short conversation.
And if they don't understand you, you have to try again. You have to adjust your pronunciation. That's good practice.
It's low pressure. No one is watching. You can try as many times as you need.
Now, let's talk about AI-powered language apps. There are many, and more are coming out every day.
Duolingo uses AI to adapt to your level. The more you practice, the better it understands what you need.
Memrise uses AI to help you remember words. It shows you words right before you're about to forget them.
Elsa Speak uses AI for pronunciation. It listens to you and gives you specific feedback.
Replica is an AI friend you can talk to. It's designed for conversation practice.
These apps are great supplements to your learning. They're not replacements for real lessons or real conversations, but they're very helpful tools.
And many of them have free versions, so you can try them without spending money.
Now, let's bring back Maya. Maya is using AI to learn English.
Maya has a very busy schedule. She works full-time and has a family. She can't attend regular English classes.
She discovers ChatGPT. She starts having short conversations with it every day during her lunch break.
She asks it to correct her grammar. She learns from its corrections. She writes down the mistakes she makes most often.
She practices job interview questions. The AI plays the interviewer and Maya practices her answers out loud.
She writes emails for work and asks the AI to check them before she sends them.
She also uses a pronunciation app. She practices the sounds that are hardest for her.
After a few months, she notices a difference. Her English is smoother. She makes fewer mistakes. She feels more confident.
She's still not fluent. That takes time. But she's much further along than she would have been without AI.
And she did it all on her own time, at her own pace, without spending a lot of money.
That's the power of AI. It puts a learning tool in your pocket, available whenever you need it.
Now, here's your challenge for this week.
Try one AI tool for English practice. Just one. You don't have to try them all.
It could be ChatGPT. It could be a voice assistant on your phone. It could be a pronunciation app.
Spend 15 minutes with it. Have a conversation. Ask it to correct you. Ask it a question about grammar.
See how it feels. Notice what's helpful and what's not.
Then come back and tell us in the comments, what did you try? How did it go? Would you recommend it to others?
We read every comment. Your experiences help other learners figure out what works.
Remember, AI is a powerful tool, but you are the learner. You are in control.
Use AI to practice. Use it to get feedback. Use it to build confidence. Use it to fill the gaps in your learning.
But don't forget real conversations. Don't forget to talk to real people. That's where the magic happens.
The best learning happens when you combine technology with human connection.
Thank you for spending this time with us. We'll be back next week with another topic.
Until then, happy learning and happy chatting with AI.
And hey, before you go, if this episode showed you new ways to learn, please hit that subscribe button. It's free, and it means we can keep making these helpful episodes.
Yes, please. And leave us a comment. Have you used AI to learn English? What did you try? How did it go?
We read every comment. Your experiences help other learners.
Subscribe, comment, share. It helps more people discover AI for learning.
Thanks again, everyone. Now go chat with AI.
Bye.